Are we testing now? Is it? Oh, we have started. Hello, Martin Smedbach here at Karl Johan in Oslo. We're here at the Phase Out campaign in the center, very center of Oslo. Why are we here in Norway? It's because it's one of the biggest oil producers in the world. And together with Out Norway and many other organizations, we are doing actions this week. We have people at Arendal, which is a political festival before, and also at Vestlandet, which is north of Bergen, at one of the biggest oil refineries, the biggest one here in Norway. And now we're gathering here in the capital of Norway to do more actions this week. And we will be following what is happening here. Yes, we're going to walk and talk to some of the people being active here. And the reason why it's now, it's that there will be a parliament election in less than a month. So we will try to get people to recognize what's at stake here, and the Norwegians to vote properly so we can save this planet from destruction. So that's our hope, to raise the issue before the election. And as you can see here, we have blocked parts of Karl Johan, one of the maybe the most known street in Norway. So the activists here, they're actually having I think it's still going on, a meditation in the middle of the street right here. A led meditation, so people are meditating. There was a car passing when we set it up, but now no cars have been passing here for some time. As you can see, it's not possible. And please be following today and tomorrow. I think some exciting things will happen. And the weather is with us. As you can see, it's a sunny day now. And people are coming from the camp. I think we could be some more people even coming now a bit later. I don't know if we could speak to some people here, possibly. But do you want to say something in the live stream? No? We'll check here if we can find someone. Stella, do you want to say something to the live stream in English? No. We're checking if there's someone who would like to talk to us. Here we have a banner planned for utfasning, a phase out now. Yes. Can I ask you, one of you, talk to the live stream perhaps? Good morning. Yeah. Hi Malin. Hi. What are you doing here and why are you here?
I'm here with the Extinction Rebellion to demand the politicians here before the election to have a plan for phasing out the oil. And right now I'm holding this banner outside of Stortinget.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Stortinget is the parliament, and here after the election we'll see if there's any changes there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have actually been living in Norway, but quite some time ago, if I remember right.
Yes, that's right. But it was very far time ago, long ago.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
For a while.
I have a very little sense of like the political landscape in Norway. Do you know anything about that?
Not so much. I live in Sweden, so
yes.
Yeah.
But we had a poetry slam where we stayed before at Ankerbroa, where we had also a blockade. There was one from the Green Party doing the poetry, I know. Yeah, maybe you heard her as well.
Yeah, I heard as well, yeah.
And it seems like at least what she said, that she was on board with that we need to phase out oil, to have a plan for it, I heard.
Yes, that sounded promising.
Yeah. So at least there seems to be one party that could be at least in the line of the direction that we seek in Extinction Rebellion.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you expect for the day? Do you have any thoughts, feelings?
I feel happy to be here, to be together with other people who also demand this. So that is a good feeling. But yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah. Thank you, Marlene. Do you want to say some words? No, that's right. All right, we'll move on and mingle with someone else. Thank you. So, yes, let's go around.
I stopped feeling some signs.
Yeah. Did you press record also? Yeah. Here, maybe. Do you want to say something in live stream? No, right. Oh yeah, here we have the program of the different days. So now it's Thursday. We have been setting up the camp, the Karl Johan camp, as we call it. Oh yeah, it actually will be a concert at noon, so that will be exciting with I think a Norwegian artist. Yeah, and then at 5 o'clock there will be something interesting, a People's Assembly. We will have a talk with a few activists on stage, but then also we will have break out into smaller groups and discuss, because it's not enough that a few people discuss this issue. We have to have talks in the general public. Us citizens must act and decide together. That's one of the core principles in XR, that we need to do it together. We can't leave it all to politicians. Yeah, so that is the program of the day, and then a film in the evening. And tomorrow is the last day really of this camp. We will have a big march at noon, and a party in the evening. And there will be, I think, also some actions which is not scheduled yet. So watch out for that as well. And we have people reaching out here, doing outreach, talking to the general public. Right now, there is one talking. Maybe we can ask. Can I ask you something in live stream? No, that's all right. You want to say something in the live stream? In the live stream?
In English or no?
In English? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I ask what's your name and where are you from?
Gregorio from Italy.
Okay. Did you come all the way from Italy to be a part of this?
No, I'm currently living in Copenhagen, but we are many Italians here, and many of them came straight away from Italy. Yeah. All the way. Yeah.
Wow. What makes you come to a climate protest?
I've been part of climate protest for a long time, and I will never stop.
And why is that?
Because Earth and people and the living organisms that are living this planet are endangered, and I think that the human society is soaked in too much individualism, and we should fight for our future and for our planet more.
I think something happening here. Where we go there. Thank you so much. We'll go inside. What is this place? We're right now in a bank. This is one of the big Norwegian banks. And things are happening here right now. We'll see what happens. People are taking out their vests, their XR vests, preparing for something. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, let's follow. So we'll talk with some of them why going into this bank. I believe it has to do with investments in the oil industry that is destroying our planet. Yes. Is there someone who wants to say something on the live stream? Not yet. We'll wait a little bit. They're preparing now for action. Yes. No, he's saying you should wait outside. Crowded. Maybe I can talk to Esther. We're doing live stream. Do you want to say something?
Actually, I wasn't here, so I just saw you guys coming in, and I understand that there is an action going on. So maybe you come back later because I try to figure out. Or do you want to tell me what's happening right now?
Okay.
We are occupying a bank, or okay?
We'll see. We'll see
Yeah.
what happens. Yes. Okay. Now they're having a banner here. Do you get the banner? Mm. Setting up a banner here where it says "Save the planet from Norwegian oil." Yes. It seems like they're blocking the entrance now to the bank from customers coming in or out. Yes. And yeah, one of the activists have oil kills. Yes. Do you want to say something in the live stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your banner says oil kills. Yeah. What does it mean? What does it mean to you?
To me, it means that it's very important to fight climate change because oil is killing a lot of people and making people flee around the world. So we really have to act on this and not put any more money into the oil industry. Yeah.
And why are we here inside this bank?
Because we don't want any investments in oil. Yeah.
And they do invest in oil in this bank, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think I have to.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And more banners are coming out. Do you get this also? They have now put a line up along the entrance of the bank here. Yes.
DNB er best for klima. DNB er best for klima. DNB er best for klima. DNB er best for klima.
Yep. So they're chanting this bank's name, DSB. It's bad for the climate, I think it says. And they have put themselves in a line here in front of the bank. All the activists. And with a big banner on the side. Hello. And there is a huge banner here where it says join the fight for climate justice. Yes. Let's see if we can speak to someone here maybe. Do you want to say something in the live stream? No, that's okay. Anyone else? No? Would you say something in the live stream? No? Okay. And they keep repeating DNB is worse for the climate. Let's see what they say, yeah. Here I met an activist holding a banner right outside of this bank. Who are you? What's your name and what you're doing here?
My name is Dylan and I'm a climate activist from Scotland.
Fantastic. And why are you here doing this?
I'm here because I feel a lot of solidarity with Norwegian activists. We're also a country that's made money from North Sea oil. We've profited off of the destruction of the global south, and that's unacceptable and can't continue, so we're here to protest it.
Did you come here just for this, or?
Yes.
Wow, all the way from Scotland. That's impressive. Yeah, and were you at Vestlandet also?
Yes, I was.
And tell us about that. What happened there and how was it?
So we occupied the Mongstad oil refinery for 36 hours, sleeping outside in lock-ons to prevent any oil being transported in and out of the site.
Wow, 36 hours. So you stayed the night there? Yeah,
yeah, slept outside.
Yeah. And how was that? Did anyone get arrested or?
Some people on the sea were arrested. They went out on kayaks to block the harbour and they had the kayaks confiscated and were arrested. But other than that, nobody was.
So interesting that you, as Scottish, feel like connection to Norway in that sense. What would you tell people of Scotland and Norway about our responsibilities as citizens?
I think I understand a lot how Norwegians feel. I grew up next to an oil refinery. I understand how connected people feel to it. They feel it's a sense of security and it's their jobs. But there is no security in this industry. Either we shut the industry down and we avert the chaos of climate change, or we keep the industry and we have the chaos of climate change. There will be changes either way, and we just have to be brave and go into the future and try and make it a better place than the one we inherited.
I met a man here in the morning and he was critical that we, with our messages and saying Norway will become poor if we stop with oil. What's your response to that?
I think Norway is pretty secure with the amount of investment funds it's made off of oil, but I also think we have profited in the global north so much off of this crisis that people in the global south have faced. And yes, it might mean a little bit less money for a while for each people, but I think that's a sacrifice we should be willing to make when we see that countries, for instance, in the Pacific Island are having to evacuate their entire populations. It just feels a little bit, it's quite privileged to be able to say, but maybe I would get one less holiday a year. I think that's a sacrifice we can make. And there are other industries. If we move away from this capitalist system, we should be able to support all people to have a high quality of life.
And as you say, with the climate crisis we're facing, we don't know if the society will actually hold, if the banks will hold. It could collapse if we don't do anything, right? And then what is the saving of money? Exactly. What point of it is it then?
Exactly. I mean, we had Aurora visiting the camp and her very poignant song said, you can't eat money. And, we can have all of this money, but at the end of the day, if we've destroyed our food system, if food can't grow, if we've destroyed our agriculture system, we've destroyed the climate, what do we have left? Just money, and that doesn't really mean anything in that scenario. So we need to I guess, have a longer term view. And this is really soon. This is people who are alive now will experience that collapse. So we have an obligation to stand against it.
How old are you, if I may ask?
21.
Yeah, you have about at least 60 years in front of you, I hope. Yeah, and we will have felt it quite, even us in the north by then, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I live to the same age my grandmother lived to, I'll see next century. And most of the climate models end at 2100. So at that point, we're looking at several degrees of global warming. We're looking at complete collapse. And that, of course, is terrifying for me, but also any children or grandchildren that I have. And as much as we want to secure our families economically, we also need to make sure there is a planet to live on. So, yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you as well.
I don't know, Kai, if we should... Let's go inside and see what's happening there, if we can.
Mobilize against oil. Linda, expose. 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 Mobilize against oil.
Yes, they keep on being inside, as you can see, bank with the signs, oil kills, letting a customer out here in the wheelchair, yeah. Any one of you would like to say something in live? You? No? Sorry. Would you like to say something in the live stream?
I'm not sure with English, so maybe.
Okay. Will you say something in the live stream? Say something if I so I'm standing here. What's your name?
Lucas,
Where are you from?
Denmark.
And you're standing here with the banner inside of a bank. Why is that?
Yes, we've brought the street protest into DNB, which is the bank in Scandinavia that invests most in the fossil industry. So we're here to demand that they divest, and also we are right next to Stortinget, so we also more generally insist on a plan for phase out of the Norwegian oil, of the Norwegian politicians. So it's so you can say this action connects both the political demands and the financial ones.
Am I right in guessing that you're from Denmark?
I am from Denmark, yes.
So some Norwegian people might say, what are you doing here? This is a thing for Norwegian people, not Danish. What would you say to that?
I would say that this is a global. The climate crisis is, of course, obviously global. So the protest is also global. We come from all over Europe. Denmark is one of the nearest countries actually that are represented, because it knows no borders to protest these kind of death industries.
Yeah. That's right. Greenhouse gases, they don't respect national borders, do they?
Exactly. Yeah.
So what's happening here? How have you falling? Have you completely stopped for customers or?
No, we don't block. We don't directly block anything, but we are here to send a message, and I guess the customers they will wait to get in because we're so many, but we don't directly block. That will wait for some escalating protests the next days. So keep following what's happening in Oslo.
So it's more of a protest to the conscience, maybe, and to make awareness what they're contributing with in their putting their money here, maybe.
Exactly, and not that much to the customers, but more to the public opinion and to the DNB themselves, because they are in a grotesque degree the most fossil bank in the north. Yeah.
And I guess it's the leadership and those that own stocks in this bank that maybe wins the most economically on these investments.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, we also had some bank protests in Denmark, but it's nothing compared to this bank. So it's really meaningful to be here and bring our bank campaign, which we've had in the Danish Green Youth Movement, bring it to the really big players in Scandinavia. Yeah. Yeah.
I saw some customers coming in here. They walked over our banner, but they were a bit cautious. They didn't want to mess it up. So that was kind of them. Maybe we should wrap up. We go out. Thank you. Thanks for being here. We have a speech here. Maybe we can listen to that.
But that is not how it is. The earth is a home that we are so lucky to be a part of, all of us. Us who have come here today, us who are here, who have taken the street outside, we have come here together. We have been swimming in the fjords together, we have been sleeping in the forest together, we have been calling for a world where the welfare of one country should not mean the destruction of other people's lives. We are calling from the Norwegian nature to the capital of Norway for climate justice now! And right now, DNB is working against us.
DNB is investing in ECOP through Total Energies. ECOP is a more than 1,400 kilometer long pipeline which will cut its way from the northern Uganda to the coastline of Tanzania, and on its way it will drown all life in oil. ECOP is a more than 1,400 kilometer long line of death which will harm animals, plants and whole ecosystems. Through ECOP, Total will force thousands of people from their homes.
And besides that, DNB's way of banking is generally not taking human rights into considerations. Besides their deathly fossil financing, they are also contributing to human rights violation in South Sudan. They have lent money to Aker BP, a company which is denying to compensate the victims of war crimes that have been committed in South Sudan between 1997 and 2003. While there today are people who are starving to death in South Sudan, DNB is also lending $508 million to Lundin Energy, who have been charged with complicity in these war crimes.
Shame. Shame. And it is not only a few loans that is wrong with DNB. It is the whole way they are prioritizing their own money over the lives of people. The way that they say they are banking for Norway while they are complicit in the destruction of other people's lives across the borders. That view on the world is what drives the climate crisis, and also what enabled other terrible violations on human rights. It is that view that has led to the genocide in Palestine to become what it is today. That needs to change. Another world is possible.
It is not the time to push the responsibility elsewhere. It is by far time to step up and do whatever that can be done to end this disastrous way of banking. We cannot take any more excuses. Oil kills. Oil kills. Oil kills, and it kills no matter where it is from. The only fair oil is the oil that stays in the ground. We have been calling for a phase-out plan from Arendal to Mongstad to Oslo, and we won't stop until we get it. for everyone's sake. We need a phase-out plan now, and we need everyone to take responsibility. Also, DNB. DNB, you can hide. DNB, you can hide. You're supporting ecocide. You're supporting ecocide. DNB, you can hide. DNB, you can hide. You're supporting ecocide. You're supporting ecocide. DNB, you can hide. DNB, you can hide. You're supporting ecocide. You're supporting ecocide. DNB, you can hide. DNB.
So you're now inside of the bank DNB in Oslo. We're sending live here from the capital of Norway at the climate protest. Thanks for joining, and please check in with us later when we will follow up with more actions from Oslo. Take care.